It's a super fascinating place that I think a lot of people will really, really enjoy to explore.
Nice. Um, Now Geralt's had like a lot of adventures since the last time we saw him in a game. He had his own Netflix show. He got a new book. He got two anime movies. He got a stack of comics. He went from being like
Sorry.
kind of an esoteric.
Yeah. Hello, guys. We're back again. We're gonna be playing all these games. Also, I was just watching the Witcher 3 video, like they're talking about Witcher 3, and it's such a good news, man. I mean, like Witcher 3 is one of my greatest games. It's not one of, it's the greatest game of all time. For me, it is the greatest game of all time. Like I've played many games, like I've played Elden Ring, I've played Baldur's Gate 3, I've played Hollow Knight, Hades, Red Dead Redemption 2, God of War, Spider-Man. I've played all of these games, and all of these games were good. They're really, really good, really amazing. They all have, you know, touched me. But Witcher 3 is just something else. Like, it's just something else. Like the way I was immersed into the game, like no other game has ever done that for me. Like this was during the COVID time. I think even during the COVID time, I think the timing also plays a big role in this. Like this being like the one of my like this the greatest game of all time is because it was during COVID, so I didn't really get to go outside and such. So at the time, I was like I was just playing games. I was really growing tired of like playing games because I was just used to play only Counter Strike or Valorant or something like that. I always used to get exhausted and you know rage and all those the typical thing, right? So you know, and then like for Witcher 3, like when I started to play Witcher 3, like obviously initially I was not really too much into it. Took time to get into it, but as I played and more and started to understand the story more, started to understand characters, started to care for these characters, and started to care for the journey that Geralt was going through in this game. Amazing, amazing. Every side quest, every quest in this game is such well crafted, has heart into it. Come on, every side quest, every quest that you come across has some heart, has something that you can feel that like this was made like with human hands, like this was made with like human written stories, not just a fucking NPC or just like oh you deliver this parcel or you kill this bandits or you kill these monsters and that's it. No, it's never been like that. The side quest and everything has been is so good, so complex, so interesting. All like all the humans that you see are not good, and all the monsters that you fight are not evil. So there's a fine line between them, and Witcher Geralt of Rivia stands in between of those two worlds, right? Because he can see, he can understand human beings, and he can also understand monsters. So yeah, Witcher 3 is just one of my favorite games. So whenever there's some news, like it got me so amped up when I watched the stream. I got so amped up, like watching like first the remaster. I was like, "Yeah, oh my god, that's insane! Like they remaster. I was like, remaster again, like just happened like a few years ago, like 1 or 2 years ago. I'm not sure, but then it was really good. Like all the things were really good. And then you see that it's a free update. I was like, God damn, that's good. Now I'm gonna like you're gonna make me play this game again. Like you're gonna make me play this game like sixth time, seventh time. God damn, and the DLC, man. Like I'm so excited for this. This is the most exciting thing for me. This is the most exciting thing for me. It really is. Man, I'm so excited for this game. I can't even I can't even describe it. That's it, really. So yeah, fingers crossed. Like waiting for Witcher 3. Yeah, hopefully I'll play Witcher 3. Like when it comes out in September. But let's see. Like, I want to play it. Definitely, I'll play it. But I've got other games to finish. I've got the full backlog. That's what I've been trying to do in the stream, in these YouTube streams. So yeah, let's see. Let's do it. Start with Skyrim. All right then. Skyrim is also pretty fun. Like, I've been enjoying Skyrim a lot. So yeah, I would say that. Yeah. I mean, for you guys, it's a really bit weird, like, watching the stream. Because that's the thing, because watching the, OBS software. But for me, I'm just trying to look at myself and, like, seeing if I'm saying in a better way, or if I'm like staying in this place, or like, that's why. But don't worry, I'll find something like, some another screen or something that, I can see the camera and all the chats, you know. But it's later on, like, when I actually get some views, and I actually get, like, some engagement. But yeah, let's start. Let's start. Let's start.
This must be the place. I certainly hope this is all worth it. If this lead turns out to be a dead end, let's just hope it doesn't end up like that. But we knew what we were getting into.
excuse me. I was in the same... Forgive my surprise. Since there aren't any Ulans left on this island, what kind of... I'm sorry. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to meditate. Excuse me, I was in this... Forgive my surprise, since there aren't any humans. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to meditate.
anyone there?
Excuse me, I was in the... Forgive my surprise. Since there aren't any Ulans, what kind of... I'm... Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like... to meditate.
Give him hell!
This woman, she rubs me off the wrong way. I kept my finger on it, but we should keep an eye on her.
Where's my horse?
What was that?
Do you honestly think...
Shut up for your insolence.
Show me what you've got.
Come on!
Only a fool lets himself get surrounded.
I ain't going back to prison. Rather die in the ash.
Be careful.
Keep your eyes open for traps. Old ruins like this are usually filled with.
Be careful.
Let's see if there's any YouTube video because got chips. I was just watching this.
Figure to like a household name, like he's a big deal. Doug, how has this changed your approach to playing Geralt? Have you found that there's like more pressure now that he's like legendary? Like what's your outlook on that?
It hasn't really changed my approach at all. It's interesting that you say has it made more pressure. Yes, a little bit because so many more people are aware, and I don't want to disappoint. You know, I want to do what we've always done, and create the character that everybody loves, and I think that I will. But there's so many eyes on it now. There is a little bit of pressure, yeah.
Plus, I mean, we're sharing that pressure in the sense that we are opening this sort of new chapter, right? After doing Blood and Wine. And I think it's such a cool moment in terms of, like, how do you reason with that? That, like, is it really worth it to kind of open up Blood and Wine and go for one more? But I really think that we have this super cool story to tell, and I genuinely mean it when I say that we wouldn't be doing it if we didn't think we could do something cool.
Nice. I mean, in the time since Witcher 3 came out, a lot of people have played it and then replayed it and then probably replayed it again. And I know some people they're hesitant to do a whole new replay. They love it, but it's like, I want to see the new thing. Is there an option to sort of jump in midstream? I know with Phantom Liberty, you could basically skip the prologue and Act 1 of Cyberpunk and kind of just jump in there. Is there something like that for Songs of the Past?
Yes. Yeah, we had it with Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine as well. So if you are coming back just for the expansion, there's an option to jump right into the game there. We will basically pre-create your Geralt, give you equipment, give you skill points and all of that stuff, so you will be right on your way.
Just off to the races. Doug, it's been almost 20 years since the first Witcher game. What was your first impression of this character? Because he was a relative unknown in English-speaking countries then. What do you remember how he was pitched to you?
He was pitched to me as an emotionless monster hunter. And you're right, the books weren't out in English when we started recording Witcher 1, so I didn't have that resource. I had to rely entirely on CDPR to describe the world and the character, and they did a really good job of that. And we had character art and things like that helped a lot with that. But he was. I think when I went to the audition, that he was just described as an emotionless monster hunter with a gravelly voice, and that's where it started.
Has your impression of him changed since then? Like, I feel like I feel like Geralt might be emotionless. He just seems. I want to hang out with the guy.
Yeah,
like, he seems pretty chill. I don't know.
Yeah, especially if they're drowners hanging around the pool. Yeah, my impression of him has changed a lot, and I think that that's from time with him, and also because the writers at CDPR have learned more about him and have made decisions that have given me more to cling on to as well. If you play through all the games, Witcher 1 to Blood and Wine, you'll notice that Geralt has more and more of an emotional life, and he becomes more complex. And that's really exciting. And we'll see where the next one takes us.
Neat. Now, speaking of Witcher 1, he's finally getting the silver chain in the new expansion. This is a weapon that he had in the very first cutscene and in one of the very first short stories, but it's never actually been playable until now. Doug, a lot of people were looking at this and they're like, this looks like Mortal Kombat. Could you possibly give me Geralt's rendition of "Get over here"? Like, how would he deliver that in the heat of battle while like throwing that chain out?
Get over here.
Yes.
Can we just capture that again and just put it in?
I love that.
Yeah.
This is awesome. So having weaponry from sort of his earlier career, is there a possibility that's going to pop up again in the Witcher 1 remake that was announced in 2022? Is there anything you can say about that?
That's a nice trick question. I see our PR handlers getting very nervous over there right now. No, we don't talk about that.
Fair enough.
Right
No,
now.
I get that. But no, in terms of stuff you have announced that's upcoming things, does the new expansion tie into The Witcher 4 at all? Like, is it... I mean, obviously, it's good to refamiliarize people with this world jumping in there, but would you see this as more of like an extension of Geralt's story, or is it almost a prologue type thing, or is it just is it sort of somewhere in the middle?
Mm-hmm. It's definitely an extension of Geralt's story. Like, this was the initial concept that we even had like a few years ago. The idea that we want to create, or we have one more story to tell for Geralt before we pass on the torch to Ciri. And this is also how we're kind of viewing this expansion in general. It's very much Geralt front and center, and everything else we'll have to see.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to spoil too much. Going back to the enhanced remaster, the many features you've got in there, you know that there's changes to combat, there's changes to traversal. How do you incorporate that stuff without sort of breaking the game? Because it's all kind of, it's all a house of cards there.
So the truthful answer to that is you don't. So, if this was what it was, then, it would be super easy to make this stuff. But like, the reality is that there's a lot of awesome people, a lot of teams involved who are working to make this happen, and they're really pouring all of their energy and hearts into this. And the fact is that if you open like these working systems to completely rework them, add new animations and all of that stuff, and in part also in the case of ray tracing, adding new tech to the engine, right, on top of what exists, it's bound to break something. But the part of the process is also that we will work with that and we'll go through it and eventually release it.
It's fascinating to see. Doug, did you do any new recording for this, or is that just for the expansion stuff?
For the remaster.
Remaster, yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think that's all technical stuff, so that there's no new performances that I'm aware of anyways.
You're keeping busy with new adventures elsewhere.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very excited to see this stuff come through. One last question. What's going on with the Switch 2 version? Is that happening? Is there like a Switch 2? Yeah?
Yes. So we're both we're doing something super cool new for us. We're doing both BattleNet now and the Switch 2 version. And from my understanding, I'm not fully correct on this. I believe that the Switch 2 version is the upgraded version of the Switch, right? Yeah. So essentially, if you have the Switch base game version, you will get the Switch 2 version. If you have a Switch 2, right? We won't give you a Switch 2. But if you have, it's basically like with all the other versions of the game. If you have a base game version of it, you will get an upgrade for it. Yeah.
And you get the upgrade if you have the physical version too, for
yes, I think it's a download essentially. Yeah.
I feel like people are so used to being skeptical about announcements. They're like, what do I have to do? And it's like you just get it. You get the thing. It's like look under your chair. It's free. Have fun.
Yeah. That's what made it so fun to announce that also.
Yeah, no, it's great. Thank you both so much for coming by. Doug, thank you for countless hours of, I guess, companionship. It's such a treat to meet Geralt in person. I didn't expect you to be
such a blessing to be Geralt in person.
Yeah, no, that's a
thank you for
pretty
that,
cool role.
It is truly a privilege.
You guys are clearly keeping very busy over at CDPR, and I'm excited to see what you do next. Yeah, Songs of the Past coming to consoles and PC in 2027, but The Witcher 3 Remastered drops September 29th, and right now there's more Gamescom Studio coming up on IGN. Stick around.
The smell here. Let's try to handle this quickly.
Hey, watch it!
What was that? Ha! Found you.
It's getting normal. So it's like wow.
Someone there?
Are you alright?
I
Let
don't
me
know
know if you
where
need
I'd be without you.
Alright, I'm gonna come at ya. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Hello? Oh, I'm in the way you walk now, you want me. So you what do you
You know, there might be gold somewhere in here.
There's a lot of history in a place like that. I'll bet these walls could tell some amazing stories.
This, that, oh my god. What did you do? Oh yeah, I did this. I completely forgot.
never pull my punches. Won't win.
Now through them.
Finish this.
That's how it's done.
You can't beat me.
That's enough out of you.
Hope you're ready to go. I have no time for your games. Your end draws near. Best you. This won't end well for you. Stay away from her. You're digging your own grave. Hold now. Hold now. Hold on.
I'll
How many are
Well done. Didn't even put up a proper fight.
Hold on. Did you hear something?
Today, another victory.
What? Where did they go? You have my back. Are you alright? Thank you.
Among other things, the Weber will actually trap mechanism. Watch the floor for wires.
Sneaking past me, a great mistake. Ashes to ashes.
Control yourself.
You have my back. I'm not someone to be trifled with.
Oh no, you don't.
That's how it's done. Control yourself.
I was sure I heard something. What was that? That's the end of that.
Didn't even put up a proper fight.
Drop something. You sure you don't need it?
Nice job. Anything good?
Someone there? Well done. I don't know where I'd be without you.
Hold on. Did you hear something?
Who's there?
I don't know where I'd be without you. Whoever created so many wondrous machines and yet nobody ever followed in their footsteps.
That's the end of that.
keep your guard up.
dismantle one of...
I'm glad you're here.
Okay, let's see what you have.
Do let me know if you need.
The bites are complete. I don't know where I'd be without you.
Packing on layers of metal makes for a sturdier target, I bet.
Oh my god, man. Let's keep it here. Let's play Assassin's Creed.
also a great spot for big nose and tax.
Well, I'll be.
Not allowed up here. Leave.
Foolish.
I know. Language fails to offer an easy description.
Most interesting. Someone should teach you a little respect.
Salute! I am closing in on 2 more books. One near Topkappa and the other in the Bayzid district.
Bayzid first. Topkapo will be a dead end.
Ah, see.
What do you make of this?
Oh, Ezio. Incredibile! Early Coptic bindings, still in good shape. Amazing. This must be a 3rd century transcription of the original.
Sophia, what happened here?
Oh, that happens once or twice a year. People break in thinking they will find money. I do not keep much here, but this time they made off with a portrait of some value. It is a shame.
You keep working. I will find your painting.
Ezio, the thief could be anywhere by now.
If the thief came for money, but took a painting, he should be close by, eager to get rid of it.
Well, if you happen to find it within the next few hours, meet me by the aqueduct. I will be running errands.
You'll kill yourself.
Where is it, Ladro? Confess! I do not need to. I will just keep hitting you until you talk.
Found that painting. I mean, someone gave it to me.
Get your story straight before you lie to my face.
God help me!
He has much better things to do than answer your prayers.
Shame on your chapla.
I do not care how you got the painting. Just tell me where it is.
I sold it to a merchant in the bazaar. How else will I feed myself?
Next time, find a nicer way to be a canaglia.
Carrington! Please, God! Just let me live!
I have a painting for sale, if you are curious. A luminous portrait. You see how lifelike she looks? Her beauty shines through.
I will just,
It is a good likeness, don't you think?
I prefer the original.
Buffone. This was a gift from my father for my 28th birthday. I had to sit for Messer Albrecht Dürer for a full week. Can you imagine me sitting still for 7 days doing nothing?
I cannot.
Una tortura. So, I found you another book location. And it is not far from here, actually.
Grazie.
Ezio, what is this all about? You are not a scholar, that much is clear. Do you work for the church?
Not the church, no. But I am a teacher, of a kind. I will explain one day, Sophia. When I can.
Çember ve kare aynı şey. To all Romani living within this bailey, the stewards of Byzantium have revised your legal status and ask that you present yourself to the clerics for an introduction to the improvement. Carry on like that, no? Stewards of the country and fighting for the glory of God and Constantine should present themselves to a recruiting officer.
Good show. Almost looks real.
What did you find? Another key?
Door of some kind, bricked up with hard stone.
Ah, promising. The first key was found behind a similar door.
Timules. And how did they open that door?
They didn't. The earthquake did.
Iberoja. All we have are a few barrels of gunpowder.
This should do. And if it does not, we get more.
Jump!
The assassin! Go! Go!
Do not take any damage. Only.
You will not leave here alive!
Show yourself!
He's dead! Ville!
Bedoine!
Don Petijame!
No, no. He is here somewhere.
Assassin!
No, no. He is here somewhere.
Assassin!
He's behind us! Reach the two! Steady!
Show yourself!
¡Cotoste con bastardo!
Show yourself!
We have gunpowder. We should use it.
Stand back! Give me some room!
He's behind us!
Never underestimate this madman!
A body!
I want no part of this!
Stay off of my wing!
How has he lived this long?
The freshest and most robust. Stood by and deserted her proud citizens in their hour. Someone will get.
Right, guys. See ya. I know Energy 6 is gonna come, so we're just waiting for that. So yeah, let's